Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Sean Higgs for the Midday Money Show, Sunday, the 3rd of March. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope all is well. Having a good Sunday morning. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I tweet out the picks already because there's only one game in the show today. You know what? I'll put it right up. But why are we wasting time here? I am not loving a lot today in college basketball. I actually this was a free pick I did for the Picks and Parlays channel. I put it up here. This is it. I really don't like anything else here today. I thought about betting. You know what? Let's do a quick little recap, and we'll just get right into today's action. So yesterday we go 4-1 in a video, 23-4 since last Sunday with our college basketball. Not too bad there. Primos though, I split out. I mentioned I said I had Creighton at 3.5 and Marquette at 5.5. I went to 7. 2 guys out. That hurts. Loser there. It started out good. I had Baylor, Illinois, the Creighton winner, South Florida, Richmond, all nice early, and then the late game's terrible. West Virginia doesn't get done. Bama loses. St. Mary's gets routed. I'll tell you what, Gonzaga to win the WCC. St. Mary's didn't show me much. Terrible. Actually, a terrible performance, if you want my honest opinion there. I was really thinking that was a spot for them to make a statement versus their rivals, and they could not do it at home, no less. Yeah, St. Mary's. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm not looking at. Normally, I'd say, all right, they'll bounce back after that loss in the tournament. No. Gonzaga just showed them who's the boss. St. Mary's is not the boss of anything. Today's game, the lone picks in the chat, UConn. And who knows? After St. Mary's just got demolished, and they're two different clubs, UConn and St. Mary's, and Seton Hall and Gonzaga. But I'm looking at a spot for UConn to get a little payback versus a team that knocked them off here in Big East play. One of their rare losses on the season. And it's a last home game here before they hit the road. Why not have a big, dominant performance? And we'll see how it goes. It's 15. I saw 14.5 when I did the video. It was 15. I saw 14.5 again. Back 15. 15 is what it is. And honestly, I think UConn should win by 20. I don't care if it's 14.5, 15, 50. I would lay 19.5 because I think UConn wins by 20. NBA one game here. The Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a pick'em spot versus the Los Angeles Clippers. I like Minnesota to get it done. Let's talk some Laker nonsense. Our guy T Money is a big Laker guy. 14th man on the bench. Official LeBron AD hype man when he's not hyping up Booker, KD, and Bradley Beal in Phoenix. He's like, yo, send me a message. Just stop. Just, can you stop with the Lakers? Something that, like, I don't know. That I guess they were at that point they were tied with Denver, beating Denver. So he wants to have some. Here comes the Lakers to the final, and then they go on a 23-3 run and just close out the Lakers, and nothing clutched by the floppy. Couldn't do anything. 23-3 run, and it's not the coach's fault. You guys can't score. That's none on a coach. 23-3 is you're not scoring and you're not playing defense. Let's talk about the LeBron 30 for 30. Shall we? I saw someone, I don't know, I came across somewhere, whether it was on Instagram or TikTok. I'm like, oh, this makes sense. It was like the first show would be him getting swept by the Spurs in the final, and then a meltdown versus the Mavericks in his next finals appearance. And then they win. They beat the Thunder, a bunch of like 21-year-olds with a young KD and James Harden before he had facial hair. I mean, okay, beat a bunch of rookies basically. And then your next episode. Episode 4 would be saved by Ray Allen's clutch 3-point shooting. I guess that would be that episode. And then they that follow that up with a historic beatdown by the Spurs beating them, followed by losing to Steph Curry 4-2. And then you have the Kyrie Irving's better than LeBron in a 4-3 win in that season. That would be episode 7, I guess. Followed up by let's lose to Steph again, 4-1, get our doors blown off as 4-1. Let's go back to back and get swept this time. How sweeps Steph, the Steph sweep over La Floppy. Followed by what was the next one? Episode 10 was like what was this? Was this the I don't know what I put for this one. They won the last one. Oh no. The episode 11 would be the I guess he won the COVID, right? That would be the COVID one. Episode 10 would be COVID champions. Look at us in a bubble. And then the final episode would be the league has to make a in-season playoff for me to win. Does that sound about right? For the Lakers fans there? I'm telling you, after the Lakers loses this year, there'll be a playoff in July for the Lakers and maybe some G League teams to see, who wants to play so LeBron can get another title. There you go. There you go, Team Money. That was specifically a Team Money rant. There he is. 2-0 with the Braves and the Nuggets at a pick'em. Now he had the Nuggets. Now he wants to talk Team Money. Now he wants to talk Denver. Little Manhattan plus 12.5, lose by 9 or 10 today. You know what? I didn't even do a Marcos minute. I should do a Marcos minute. Hold on. Let's do a Marcos minute for our guy Marcos. So I mentioned Connecticut. I like Connecticut. Ryder is now a 2-point fave from a pick'em. You know what? No, thank you. I'll take Canisius at home. I said I like Southern Illinois. I don't want to lay whatever 12, 13 with St. Pete's. Thank you. I would take Indiana at 9. I mean, Maryland laying 9? Yeesh. Missouri State at home. I want to do some Niagara, but I don't know. Maybe St. Mary's. Again, this is just a rundown for our guy Marcos. He wants every single game. I would lean home Valpo over Quinnipiac. Man. Over Iona 132. I can't take the points. They're terrible. North Texas laying 9 to ECU. Oosh. 124.5. Under. I will take some KC over Oral Roberts. Bradley as a dog. Murray State as a dog. Ohio State 11.5 point favorites. Are you kidding me? This team was just dead in the water. Fired the coach. Now Michigan's getting 11. When is Juwan Howard getting fired? I like Evansville. Memphis, I know there'll be a lot of Blazer love here between Michael B and Jesse, but I would say Memphis here minus the 8. I'll take the Rutgers over, but it went from 134.5 to 139.5, and Stanford plus the 13.5. There you go, Marcos minute. T-Top's in the house. Good to see T-Top. Jesse's here. Justin Stacks POD's in the house, and what do we got one here? Iowa. He's like in Iowa today. Northern Iowa, I should say. Northern Iowa, plus the 3. Good luck, my guy, Justin. Andre, show me the money. That's what we're trying, Andres. That's what we're trying to do. Let me say, you know what? Might as well say no. Start subscribing to the Sean Higgs YouTube because the conference tournaments, I'm going to try to post them on Winner Free Picks, but I don't know. Of late, there's been a lot of P&P videos, so I'm going to maybe stop posting on the Winner Free Picks channel with these. I got a game I really love in a AA MAC today. I don't love anything today. I didn't bet a single game. Player prop king 1-2 baseball. Texas State top of the 9 2-run bomb. Michael B's in the house. Lock it in with the king. Here's some baseball college style. TCU in Alabama plus 146. I like the plus money there. I like that. James is in the house. Welcome. I just can't see how you don't fade Iona tonight. Yeah, I mean, again, this is a team we've been fading all year. We haven't liked Iona. People think it's, I don't know. It's not the same team. The players are gone. The coach is gone. College baseball, Texas A&M and Auburn for player prop. Michael B says, what a heck of a morning. 7-3 college basketball, 6-3 UFC, 1-5 in the late games. I went to Mayor's game. Not good. Mayor's was also missing 2 starters. Yeah, I mean, I started out great and I faded. I thought Alabama would get a home win. Nope. I thought Mary's again. I was high on Mary's to nope. More college baseball, probably LSU in Florida. Plus 142. We like them. We like them at the plus. 6-1 top play A&M. We'll take it. Take the 6-1 day. I started out really good yesterday. South Carolina. Wow, a solo play here on the Gamecocks. Had LeBron on 26.5 points. Won by the hook. Nice. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. That's what happens when you choke down the stretch. You can't make a basket with pressure on you. Berkey, Mike, I hope you're feeling good. Hope everything's going well. I know it's been a tough little stretch, but good to see you back. Good to see you back. We miss you. I miss you. Michael says, lean in UAB, Nebraska, Drake, ECU. I've not bet any of them. I might bet ECU. Not sure the text will be laying 10. It is a big number. It was 9.5. I saw 9. So if it peaks back up there again, it's a lot of points. But why? Why is it that number? I don't like UAB. No, I think you guys should learn your lesson with the UAB. Back away. Nebraska again. I kind of like the over in that game. This was the 8.5. It's come down. I mean, Rutgers isn't that great away from the rack, but I don't know. Give me the over instead. And the Drake game, I do like the dog in that one. I do like the dog. James Parham sounds like you're a LeBron hater. He's the best player who's ever appeared. Oh no. Listen, he is better than Steph Curry. He's the best of this era. Yes, James. First time I've seen you post, because I'd be like, oh, Parm. I'd be making chicken parm jokes, veal parm jokes, eggplant parmesan jokes. I'd just make it all taking parmesan jokes with the parm. Now I do. I mean, and Michael B. The chat here will tell you. I make fun of Steph Curry. I make fun of LeBron. No, LeBron's an awesome player. I mean, the guy's 38. He's owns a ton of records. Not better than Jordan. Let's be honest, Jordan. Seriously, guy's never in a Game 7 finals. Nonetheless, passing the ball and not taking clutch shots. That's another argument. My point with the Laker talk here today, and I can't really get on the Warriors because they've won a few in a row. But here they are. They're 10-point dogs today. For teams that are in playing games, I'm going to rip you. I don't care how great you are. You're a 500 team. You're a 500 team this year. I don't know why that's hard to admit. They're a couple games over 5. They're not a good team. You think this team is going to the Western Conference Finals? Come on. I mean, I joke here and say Craig Hodges is better than Steph Curry. I say that his dad's a better shooter than him. I joke a lot with the Warriors and Lakers guys in here, James. Talks all about the Balco. Yeah, LeBron and his Balco steroids. There you go. Jesse's off the UAB train. Here we go, T-Buddy. T-Buddy, come on, man. Come on. 20. They get outscored 23-3, and it's the coach. Who? The coach that LeBron wants? The coach that he wanted in there, right? He fires the coaches, and they still lose. KD, Kyrie, like, hey, we want Steve Nash as a coach. Yeah, you ran him out. He's terrible. We want some other guy to coach. Yeah. Oh no, trade us instead. Stop with the players. Take the ball, LeBron, KD, whoever. Don't worry about who the coach is. Try to score when you're getting that score 23-3 to the reigning champion and the MVP. Okay, please try just put the ball in the basket. Don't worry about the coach play. Don't worry about the coaches. Score. Don't worry about the coaching, folks. Maurice is in the house. Seton Hall beats UConn by 15. Now they're going to lose by 15. I'll take Seton Hall. That is a absolute loser there for you. If that's the case, that's the way we're doing things here now. A team wins, a team beats a team, so loses by a team, and that means they're automatically better and should hang. And is this is this team A beats team B equals team C? Because at this rate, I mean, I think we could probably get a um who's a really bad D1 school. I don't want to go to like the Swackland kind of stuff, but I mean, I'm sure we could wheel Coppin State in here as the best team in the land if we're going off stuff like this. Mel, what do we got here? The Ducks on the ice worth a look. Canucks are frauds. Not liking the Canucks. Anaheim. Puck line at home, 33-28, and they're 14-16 overall. I don't hate it. -110. Definitely worth a shot. I like it there. Yes. Vancouver 18-15 on the road in puck line, so not really dominant. 36-26 overall, so they do win at home on a puck line. But again, you're on the road here. I like it, and then -110 is worth it to me. Maryland struggles to score. I can't lay 9. Exactly. Like, what is that laying 9? I know Indiana's not a good team, but 9's way too many. There's no way Connecticut should be laying 270 to anyone right now. I'm not looking to lay those kind of numbers anyway to any team. I mean, look at these lines today. I mean, Minnesota. I'm shocked somebody in here doesn't have Minnesota with Minnesota, Vancouver, and Edmonton in some kind of money line parlay of your life. Dana liking Indiana and Nebraska. I would just do. I'm either on both dogs or both faves. Like they're big numbers. You gotta take them. You gotta take them. King D likes Indiana. Yeah, the Hoosiers. Yeah, I only way to bet. Now I didn't bet them because they've just been bad. And we got the A-Sun tomorrow. Rob Franklin's in the house. I'm waiting for Sean O'Malley fight for UCF. I was gonna say UFC, but that's Central Florida. I get them confused. Ultimate Fighting, Central Florida. Tatum under 28.5 points here versus the Warriors. I don't think he's going to have a game today. Come on, you got a elite team coming in, as elite as a team in 10th place in the playoffs can be, I guess. But it's a brand name. 28.5 under. Like I said, I've not bet UAB yet, but they play down to the competition and they play up to it. World's going to bet Memphis in revenge spot. Line has not budged. I mean, how's it budging? No, it's at 7.5. I mean, it's not like it's like a 3 and moving in a different direction. That's a big chunk. I don't think people are betting Memphis laying 7.5. I think they're taking UAB. Drake again. I like the dog. KC I could do. The Coyotes on the ice over against Washington. Early puck drop there. I'll go over with you. Sure. Nebraska. Get 9 with Nebraska. Clippers, I'm against you. I got it right here. We got the Timberwolves in the chat. You know I'm a Timberwolf guy. Like Minnesota to win this thing this year. The Hornets. Who's Charlotte got today? Against Toronto. They say, I don't like 7.5. Creighton women's basketball doesn't even count. I have no idea what that is. Siena plus 17 versus Quinny. Part of me wants to say, yeah, sure, let's take 17. We did like Quinny the other day to get back on track. But do I want to lay a 20 spot here? Basically? Definitely not. Definitely it's a no thank you. Maybe an over. Play it safe. South Carolina bounce back versus Clemson straight up plus 105. All right, solo game. I like it. Marist over Iona. Yes, that's 2.5. That was a 4. So people are betting Iona. Why? Why aren't we betting Iona? ECU over 57.5 and ECU plus 360 versus North Texas. I almost call them North Kansas. I definitely like the over 57.5, Justin. Now you're turning into T money with the plus 360 money lines. Worst loss for me is TCU plus 7, plus 230 money line up 17.5 and give up 56 points second half, lose by 12. Yeah. It has been a wacky college basketball season. The home teams. What do you say to that? And I like TCU with the sandwich. I was like, yeah, I'll take the 7 in that spot. Now Baylor's a good team. BYU's a good team. Yes. Yep. You can't. you can't win this game. Forget about it. You can't cover this game. Painful. Ill State, Missouri State, 146.5. I like the under. It's actually it went up from 145, but I prefer the under in that game. Again, did not bet anything today. It's just I didn't love the card. I didn't like it today. Curry gets another ring. When does he come into conversation? Conversation of what? Better than LeBron? Well, he's not winning another ring this year. I don't know when he's going to win another ring. If he wins another ring, he's latching on to some other young guy. I just think, he's got the rings over LeBron. So he's beat LeBron head to head. My LeBron over Curry is more. People want to say, well, he does. If people are going to say, oh, LeBron's a better passer than Jordan. If you're going to throw like crap like that into conversation, yeah, for 20 years, no one's passed, rebounded, or scored better than LeBron. I have no problem saying that. But I think it comes down to winning as well. All right. Guys get knocked down for not getting there. If Curry can get another ring, is he better than LeBron? He's a 3-point shooter. It's not like he's going in there and rocket triple doubles and assists and blocking guys. Doesn't do any, defensively. It's not even close. It's just, he's again, Michael B could weigh in more. I think people look at Curry as just a guy who bombs threes and scores. He's a scorer. He's a tremendous scorer. How do you D up? You can't D up in a league that you can't touch people because they call fouls, and then add into the fact that the guy has in the gym range, comes across half court and can just allow 35 footers before you can even D up on him. Appalachian State plus 80 Sunbelt. Right. All right. Maurice. All right. Well, here you go. This is who Maurice likes. I will be doing mine. We'll start up whether today or tomorrow. I'll do an ASUN preview. Again, that's all those are going to just be on Sean Higgs' channel because I don't know why the PMP stuff's coming up on Winning Free Picks. So gotta get off there. I don't know. Maybe some changes coming. Andre says LeBron left his home team twice. My initial why LeBron will never be the best ever is because you left the team. You took a crap Cavaliers team to the finals and got swept by the Spurs. All right? You could have stayed in Cleveland, and that's fine. You're a rookie, whatever, second year, whatever it was when you went there. How do you leave? I'm leaving a team at home. You own that state. They would have called the state LeBron. They would have changed the name of the state for you. You know what I'm saying? How do you leave to go and be the second fiddle? I don't care if you think you're better than Dwayne Wade or not. That's Dwayne Wade's team because he already has a ring. He is a champion before you get there. How do you leave? Like Durant. You as a young guy, you go to you lose to the Heat, and then you lose to Golden State because Draymond Green kicks your center in the nuts and you get suspended. You had that team, you had to beat, and then you leave too. You can't leave and go to a guy in his prime, just like you, who has a ring already, and say you're the best. You're not. You're not. You're not. And then you leave again to go to what? You have to. Steph Curry beats you 3 out of 4 head to head, although that was more KD in some of those games. Are we sure that LeBron didn't start COVID to win a championship in the bubble? Really? That's how he wins a championship, in the bubble. Couldn't beat a straight up team. You left Cleveland. Why? The players should come to you, LeBron. Jordan fans act like he played 6 years. He played more than 6 years, and his six best years when he was undefeated in the finals. 6 MVPs. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking? I mean, listen, you're probably born after 2000, Fitzgerald. Turn turn on any highlight video of any guys from the 80s and 90s. I will go white chocolate Jason Williams highlights over players who play today. I mean, are you kidding me? In a league that had played defense and fouled and didn't. I mean, you're out of your mind. It is a no contest. No contest. Those guys over these guys. These clowns today. These guys sit out with hurt vaginas, bro. They can't play back-to-back games. What are you talking about? Oh, I got a load management data. I'm sitting out. It's like baseball. I mean, in the 60s and 70s, Mickey Mantle and Hank Aaron, they were going on home run derby to make an extra $100. I mean, players today, are you kidding me? Sitting out back-to-back games. These are the greatest athletes ever. And they still can't play back-to-back games. That's how soft they are. Yeah, never saw Game 7. Nope, did not. Did not. I mean, did you watch his, what was that? Last dance? I mean, come on. And then even Kobe. I mean, you see the interview with Kobe. Hi, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do extra workouts when you're not even up yet. I mean, it's not even on the same level. It's not even close. I do like KC today as well, Robert. Canucks are overrated, but frauds. Don't they have the best record in the NHL? Do they have best record in NHL, Vancouver? Maybe, maybe this is Ninja's hockey burner account. Sixers plus 7.5 money line today against the Mavs. I don't hate it because you got the Mavs off a road trip, off a loss, of which they got drilled by Boston. I mean, I don't hate it, but then again, it's the Sixers have not looked good without Embiid. Yotes caps over, yes. Chris Tatum's in the house, my guy. Pine Bluff, Arkansas's in the house. Where you been, Phil? I know Cappers frown on betting spring baseball. Spring training's all right. You could do spring training. Last year, I went 12-12-2 in spring training in the video here. It's okay. I've addiction to bet both worlds every day. I've been going for the past 2 years. Hey, listen. Take some of that Orioles addiction and grab some Grayson Rodriguez Cy Young 30-1 like I did. He had a great second half after coming back. After his rough first half, they set him down, came back. It's been fabulous. This kid is really good. If you're a Nose fan, you should know better. Grab him. All the games I like are late games. I don't know if I'm going to bet anything. You don't have to bet anything, Mike. Curry had a bigger impact game than anyone in our lifetime. Turn the NBA into 3-point contest. Exactly. It's terrible. It's terrible. But also, KD won those championships too out there. That was the KD show. That wasn't the Curry show. I had this double-double over 2 threes last night. Missed both by one. Who is this for? This got to be. Is this for LeBron? LeBron over 2 threes. He had 2 threes, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 26 points. And you think he'd have a monster game. Like what did I say yesterday? I said, this is a good spot for a LeBron player prop, right? You think he needs the points for 40,000. Let's go put on a show. If he starts out hot, boom, he's on his way to a monster game. He starts out cold, it's a blowout, but he's still going to keep shooting because he needs to win. And yet he just misses everything, and then he doesn't show up in the fourth quarter. Karl Malone, I mean, monster. He was good, Malone. But again, he didn't win nothing. As good as he was, as good as Barkley was. I mean, Olajuwon's got 2 rings. I mean, there's a lot of guys who didn't win. 6 finals, won them all. I mean, really. That's what they're to say. The best record's part of the argument they'll be done in the first round, maybe second round for Vancouver. This is Vancouver. Brad's a good guy, never in trouble off the court. Good businessman. Well, I gotta say, you never hear short of the steroids, you don't hear much bad about him. Although I think his school has like a 50% reading capability that he has. That being said, in today's day and age of and he's been around since 2000, bro. He's been in the camera phone world. He's not pulling Jay Morant, check me out with my gun, pointing at people, acting a fool kind of guy at all. And I say all the time, you don't hear nothing about, he's not, what's his name from Miami? He's got 10 baby mamas running around and acting a fool out there. No, he seems like a nice guy. My point is that the guy's all business, right? He goes in, works, great. But then you have the problems with him with his son. Like he goes and says, let's just start with the firing the coach. I don't like this coach. Get rid of the coach is a problem. Well, you still don't win. My son's better than guys I got on this team right now. Okay, your son's better than some NBA players. And now when your son's like, I'll get drafted, it's, you should say that. That's stupid stuff. Again, that's nonsense compared to everything in this world you see other athletes go through and have done. Yes, great stuff for LeBron. But the other stuff, I don't know. A good businessman, dude, you stay in Cleveland. It's called LeBron land. What are you talking about? A good he would have stayed there his entire career. And then you know what? Then you are better than Michael. Then you are better. You're spending 20 years because who knows? You win other championships there. You're judged on a different level. And again, old guys like Jordan. He went to Miami, who had already won a title, and a guy who had an MVP in Wade. Right? Wade was the Finals MVP that year, right? That's yeah. That's not good. That's not good. Jesse says Vancouver gets knocked out in the second round. Yeah, they're soft. Load management. I mean, really? How do you sit out, Rob? How do you sit out these guys, right? All the training, every team they got personal trainers, they have nutritionists, they got all types of stuff to do, nonstop, year-round training. This isn't, we want to talk about, Jordan played against plumbers and wacky guys last year. Exactly. Those cats were even football guys were back working, selling at used car lots or whatever hell they're doing to get paid. These guys get paid at the wazoo, personal, everything. No expense spared. Private jets to and from games, cold tubs, saunas, massages. We're going to rub your feet. We'll rub you down. Hey, we're going to fly you to Germany for blood transfusions, plasma stuff, or whatever A-Rod did with steroids. All types of nonsense. And yet you can't play in a back-to-back game. You're 27. Do you remember being a kid? You can't run back-to-back games. Yeah, nobody in NHL say not back-to-back games. That's a lot more physical than basketball, I'll tell you that. People hitting you with pucks and sticks and fists. Yeah, well, he was busted with his wife was running the steroids. Not argument. T Money says it's nothing. MJ 6-0, and he was an all-star with the Wizards. Yeah. I mean, the guy listen, T Money. I was just saying I wasn't gonna get on you today. I know you wrote that to me when they were winning that game against Denver. And you get outscored 23-3 at home in a game for the argument's sake, the best player ever got 40,000 points. You can't make a basket? 23-3? Now, you could blame the coach. I don't know. I don't think the coach was out there shooting or not defending. I think you got to. And again, coaches always like, oh, it's the coaching. Now, if you got crap coaches like Mike McCarthy or the guy in the Chargers who they let go, I mean, there are bad coaches. You got some bad coaches out there. Basketball, I don't really think you have a bad coach. I think talent prevails. In Denver, that's why they're the reigning champions. That's why Joker's an MVP. Maybe he'll win the MVP again this year, probably. I mean, but yeah, if LeBron stayed in Cleveland, it changes. I'm telling you, it would change old guys' perception of him. Win or lose titles, you might have won a couple. Maybe you lost. Maybe you wouldn't even gotten there until you had a couple of the guys around you, and then you got to knock off the Heat because the Heat were going to be good or whatever back then. That would change. Nobody holds. Jordan's the best. Does it make a difference that he couldn't? He scored 60 versus Bird and McHale and Parrish and DJ and those guys couldn't beat the Celtics. Finally beat the Pistons after the Pistons won 2 in a row. I mean, like, he didn't climb a mountain. I get, you know what his mountain is? His mountain is the Warriors. He can't beat Golden State. Like, he didn't climb a mountain. He went to another championship team and won. You stay in Cleveland, he is the best. Even if he had lost 3 or 4. If he won 5 or 6, I mean, maybe not 4. 4, now you're like a 500 record, which is simply amazing to get there that many times. But I think you stay in Cleveland, they're saying he's awesome. It'll be like, well, Jordan was undefeated. Okay, yeah, but then you can get well, he played more. Well, he played more because he jumped ship multiple times. That is the thing. George is in the house. He likes the Pacers today. And that's just my thing on him. Pacers on the road against the Spurs. Oh, fade the Spurs all the time. Although, who was our guy who came in after a year away? No Limit was saying to take this Wemby rebound and block props instead. Wemby rebound and block props. Argument about Jordan not run to other teams is stupid. It was a different era. Now, hold on a second. You had your guys leave. I firmly remember, because I'm a Barkley guy. I love Barkley growing up. He was on the Sixers. I mean, they should have beat the Bulls. They had the Bulls. And all of a sudden, boom, just falls apart on you. He left and went to the Rockets. Look at the Rockets had him, Scottie Pippen, I think Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and Hakeem Olajuwon one year. Something ridiculous. I mean, remember Karl Malone went to the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe, I think, to try to win. But when you're doing that at 35 or 36, not at 25 in your prime as an MVP, nobody's leaving. They weren't leaving. Your best player didn't leave because he's getting paid. And you built around that guy. Better or worse, Curry's changed the game forever. I'm not sure anyone had a bigger impact that way. No. Mike, I say this all the time. The guy just shoots threes. It's terrible. It ruins college basketball. It ruins today's basketball. And you can say whatever it doesn't. It's a terrible product. It's a terrible product. You got some good games, but let's be honest. Guys come down and you can't even D up on them, because if you D up on them, it's a foul, right? Oh, it's a foul, or he's just shooting. That's not basketball, man. It's not European basketball better. Guys know how to dribble. They can shoot jump shots. They know how to shoot a free throw. Sure, Nathan McKinnon took a puck off the face last week, broke his nose, and he returned later in the same game. Yeah. I mean, it's only a broken nose, bro. I come in every day with a broken nose. Riding the Pacers against the Spurs as well, says Chris. Michael's leaving. I'm not even bashing Steph Curry. He's leaving. 30-1. Yes. Grace Rodriguez, baby. Get it. The Pistons plus 11. I don't hate this. They've been playing a little better, covering games. And I don't think the Magic should be. The Magic don't score enough to be laying 10 or 11 points, Rob. So, yes. Thought I was Isaiah Thomas. Zeke was pretty good. I mean, again. And, they didn't play ball. Dude, this little guy, you go down in the lane back then, go watch some of those foul. I mean, talk about let them play. They were throwing punches. The guys weren't getting ejected for a fight on the court. They weren't buddies. They weren't running to be. Yeah. Larry Bird's going to run. I'm going to go join the Pistons, be with my buddy Bill Lambier and Rick Mahorn and Isaiah. Yeah. They really loved each other. Isaiah. The Pistons walked off the court after the Bulls beat them, even shake hands. They were mad. You wonder why Jordan. We're going to freeze out Jordan. All right, Isaiah. Well, we'll see you in the Olympic team. You're not playing. Now these guys want to all be buddies. There's your difference. Jordan. Guy hated him and Magic hated each other. Hated Jordan. Hated Isaiah. Hated going to run to another team. You didn't run to another team because if you saw him outside, you would have gotten a fist fight with him. These guys today, let's all make a super team. Yeah, that'd be great. What is this? What are you, like the Brat Pack in the 1960s Las Vegas? Mel says, Canucks aren't getting out of the Pacific bracket. At best, they lose to Vegas, LA, or Edmonton. Vegas? Come on. Desmond's announced minus 110 yesterday after the Tar Heels victory, but they didn't cover hosting NC State. PEDs right still performance, says Bill McDonald. I got to get me some PEDs. I got to get me some PEDs. LeBron's always has been, and will be about LeBron. Oh, come on, Brian. You can't be cursing like that. I don't want athletes weighing in on social issues. Well, I mean, some do, some don't. Some do, some don't. Listen, I don't keep my show political. Here's the thing with that kind of stuff. You want to weigh in with that? Hi. I mean, you get paid by China, LeBron. Nike. Your shoes are made by 7-year-olds. George Wood likes the Salukis today. What do we got about Southern Illinois here? Northern Iowa, 3.5, 73-67. He's given a final. I could do a little Salukis there. I wasn't sure what Salukis were playing Drake because I kind of like Bradley as a dog in that spot. How do you coach a guy who's making checks bigger than yours? That's the thing with the NBA. It's got to be really tough. That's why coaching does matter to rein in your players. But on the court, you got the best guy. I mean, him and AD are pretty good players. You can't score a basket? And forget about the game check. That is what it is. They're not coming to see the coach. When you have a guy who says, I don't like this coach, that coach, and he wants coaches fired and he wants to bring in a coach he likes and they still don't perform, or players he wants to bring in and don't perform, let the coach and let the GM get the guys in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say you want to coach. You're on your side with the guys make a game. Yeah. Well, listen, they're never going to be they won't make more than the players. He wasn't a championship team. They missed the playoffs before LeBron got there. Are you sure about that? I don't think that is correct. I don't think that is correct. They won a championship in 2006, beating the Dallas Mavericks, Dwayne Wade. Let's see. Dwayne Wade MVP. They were 52-30 regular season. They beat the Bulls 4-2. Beat the Nets 4-1. Beat the Pistons 4-2. Pat Riley was the head coach. D Wade, MVP. (2006). 2005-2006 season. 27 points per game in a regular season, 6.7 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Wade scored 42, 36, and 43 points in games 3, 4, and 5, helping the Heat go from an 0-2 deficit to a 3-2 series lead. Heat took the lead behind its 36 points in Game 6, taking a 4-2 series and him winning the MVP, the 5th youngest player in history to capture the Finals MVP. He's 34.7 points per game, the 3rd highest among players in their first ever NBA Finals. There you go. There you go. Funny, LeBron gets to town and they lose to the Miami Heat. Or excuse me, they lose to the Dallas Mavericks. There we go. Pimp slap POD, Mikey M. I got nothing today here. I kind of like UConn and I like the Wolves. Cliff noting up. That's it. Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you. Follow Mikey POD, folks. Desmond says Pacers to collect 44 for 40, $84. Bet MGM. Pacers over the new Sean Bradley Wemby Spurs. Hornets +7. No, Barnes is big. Hornets play good defense. Maybe I like the under 224. Again, with Toronto, do I want to lay those kind of numbers with the Raptors? Not really. Stephen Bowman is in the house. Player prop enjoys my stream. Thank you. Greg, I'm 60 now. I need 2 new knees. Lower back hurts. Arthritis all over. Go to work every day. Pros get the best doctor facilities. Stop trouble. Go back to work. I get it, Greg. I mean, I'm going to be 50 this year. I'm not in that kind of bad shape. I don't. I could use a new knee. I never had my knee fixed after I tore some ligaments. But it's the truth. Like how you have the best medical. You're in the best shape. Right? Private physical therapists, private masseuses, private nutritionists, chefs. How can you not play it back to back? And I will even give a guy like LeBron a pass at 38. Even, Steph Curry mid-third. I'll give guys like that a pass because LeBron's actually probably played 2 or 3 more seasons of extra basketball just based on all the playoffs. So he's really got like a 42-year-old body, right? I mean, that's fine. But the problem is you see these young guys don't want to come in and play. I mean, Kawhi, guy's got injury history. Okay, I could almost give it a little pass for guys got injury histories. But every player? Come on. It's just sad. If you're laughing off a shot to the face, I don't think you get how much a puck at the speed hurts. Hey, no, I'm not laughing. Listen, these hockey guys are tough, bro. What are you talking about? Forget about a puck. Just taking a puck off your body coming at you at 100 miles an hour. No, no, I'm not saying that's not. I'm not laughing that off. Please, I mean, okay, you get hit on your arm, like break your wrist getting hit with a puck. Come on, Steve needs some PE duties. I agree. I always wanted when Sheffield said he just got like a cream to rub on himself to make muscles. I'm like, well, I'd like to rub that all over myself. That'd be great. Just rub a cream on myself, get some muscles. If the Canucks make Vegas in playoffs, I'm glad to take your Canuck action if you're laughing on Vegas. Yeah, I'm not a Vegas supporter, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Although will I be betting? Guess who the odds are? I don't know. And hockey, I don't get into a lot of long series bets there. That'll be more of a game-to-game spot. Get all my action locked in. Hagee on my way to the slate. Going off to work. Nathan's off to work. 305 Canes is in the house. Your thoughts on the 2024 Canes coming season? Listen, they're bad. It's the coach. He's a recruiter. He's not a coach. I just talked about this in the NBA. Cristobal can recruit. He can't coach. Player prop is coming in with an NBA parlay today. Mavs and Thunder money line. Thunder over the Suns, laying 6. Thunder laying 6.5 to the Suns. Who's all out for the Suns? Nobody's playing today. KD's out, Beal's out, Booker's out. I mean, unbelievable, unbelievable. Plus 102. It's unbelievable. Carolina's made me a few $100 this season. Yeah, we're talking about the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes are tough. Buffalo and Winnipeg over. Not the Wild Wings. We're talking about the Sabres. What is this, a 5.5? I don't know. I may look at a little under now on a 5.5. The Drake over 148.5 versus Bradley. I'll go over because I like the dog. I want to see some points. On UConn and the Spankies today. Like the Yankees today in baseball. Sabres and Jets over 3. Buffalo. Oh, over backwards. I get it. It's 5.5 looks low. The Capitals. Not a big fan of Washington. I sense. At home. Everybody's, you know what? How about a Yotes? This would be a Yotes and an overplay. Corey Jones, first comment ever to Midday Money Show 3 years ago. He's popping in to say hello. Magic, Suns, and Nebraska. Magic is too many points. You can't lay double digits with the Magic. You can't do that. Suns, are they begging to take the Suns here 6.5 point home dogs? Who's playing for the Suns? Is Oliver Miller and Cedric Ceballos suiting up today? And Nebraska line, I mean, you had to take at 8, right? I want to take Rutgers because I'm a Rutgers guy. But how about an over? Give me the over 139.5. UConn and the Wolves, what I like here in the show. Hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, and also Sean Higgs YouTube. Sun goes off tomorrow. 2 games. 2 games in Atlantic Sun. Just so you know, it's I think Kennesaw and Kennesaw, Jacksonville, Florida Gulf Coast, Queens are the 7, 8, and 9, 10 games, I guess. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Yodi's on a 5-game road trip. All right. This is the 5th leg of that road trip, too. Final game. Yeah, you lost the first 3. You won your last one versus Ottawa. Washington off a 5-2 win on Friday. Both teams played Friday. You know what? Maybe an over. Give me an over here instead. Just a straight up over here. But, I mean, he's got to be out, Rob. They're 6.5 point home dogs. They have to be out. Booker's questionable. I mean, KD's playing. OKC. Dodger baseball. Let's see. We'll do some Dodger baseball. What do we got here? Oh, Grace Rodriguez is pitching today too, by the way, Orioles fans. Someone said they like the Yankees today over Detroit. Oh, Yankees laying $2. Give me Detroit. I'm betting Detroit today. Plus $2. Matt Manning on a hill. Oh, the Dodgers laying 260. Austin Gomber and Gavin Stone. I'm just going to take the Rockies. I don't like the Dodgers. I'm not a Dodger guy. Give me Seattle too today. Plus, look at these lines. You know what? We got to sign off. I got like a couple minutes to get in before these 1 o'clock games. I'm going to be grabbing all of these monster dogs today. Phillies, Tigers, Stros, Blue Jays, Reds, Rockies, Mariners, maybe even a White Sox here. Booker hurt his ankle. He will be out today. Yes, 260. What did you think they'd be laying? What do you think the Dodgers are laying? Get used to those numbers, Desmond. Follow the Sean Higgs YouTube channel. It's tournament week. It's starting. It starts tomorrow. Just 2 games. There'll be tournament games all week. Give me a follow. Good seeing everybody.